I have two examples for you. The first one here concerns a UK subsidiary of a very large global utility group. Now, I was called in to help the UK subsidiary work through a number of issues. For example, there was a group ethics charter in place, but this did not have much traction within the UK organisation. There was no assessment of bribery risk made in this business. There was little focus, in fact, on financial crime threats in the business. A little bit of complacency maybe in this business. Of course, it was a large business, so it had extensive contractual relations. But in a curious way, the policy framework in this business was in flux. And one thing they did absolutely was engage in extensive corporate hospitality and entertainment. So, what did we do? Over the course of 18 months, actually this business was transformed in terms of its approach to the issue of bribery and corruption. First of all, they appointed an ethics officer who sat outside the compliance department to drive all this through internally. We developed new policies, in particular a new code of business ethics, a revamped gifts and hospitality policy, and a brand new whistleblowing policy. The company embraced the idea of risk assessment, and it put in place comprehensive procedures to assess its bribery risk. A widespread review of its contracts was carried out, and that resulted in more appropriate clauses being added, which dealt in a much better way with the provisions of the Bribery Act, in particular the requirement for zero tolerance. We conducted extensive training with this organisation, initially on a traditional one-to-one basis, but then also in terms of computer-based training. And finally, the corporation changed absolutely its approach to corporate entertainment, and some very lavish events, entertainment events, for example, surrounding the Six Nations rugby match between England and France in Paris. Well, these events were cancelled and deemed to be inappropriate in current situation. So that is example one. This is a large corporation and the things that a large corporation might be expected to do.